terms of future, how do you think cities would change 50 years from now?
Mm.
What about pollution? And because climate change is a global concern right
Mm.
now, how do you think that would change from 50 years from now? What if governments want to work on it or not? And all right, then, hi.
Yeah.
How are you
How are you,
doing
ma'am?
this morning? Yeah,
How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. Also, I'm also doing great. Thank you so much.
That's great to know. So, what does your day look like ahead today?
Hmm? Sorry, come again.
Yeah, what does your day look like? Okay, I'll tell you. So, when somebody asks you what does your day look like, they are meaning to ask about your routine. Like, what are you going to do today? What is your schedule like today? So, what does
Okay,
your day
okay,
look like? Yeah.
okay. I am about to sleep like after 1.5 hours. Like I will sleep because I work at night, so I have to sleep in morning time. So that's
Uh,
why I sleep in morning. So after 1.5 hours, I will sleep and I will wake up in evening time, 5 o'clock.
all right. Okay. So,
Yeah,
do you find night shift convenient?
yeah, because I have been doing for 2 years.
Okay. So now you're used to it. You've
Yeah, I am used to do right now. Yeah,
accustomed to
yeah.
it. Yeah. All right. Are there any, if you have to list me benefits of a night shift, what would they be?
Sorry.
If you have to list me the benefits of a night shift, what would they be?
There is no benefits of a night shift. Like because in morning time it's very difficult to sleep. Okay, you can sleep, but the sleep is not good.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not as sound as it
you
would
will
be
not
otherwise.
feel full you are sleepy as much as you
Mhm.
sleep. But
Yeah.
right now I am habitual, so I can manage.
All right. Okay. But there are no benefits to it, you say.
There are no benefits. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thanks for sharing that.
Okay,
Um, okay, so we'll move on with our session. What would you like to do in today's session?
it's up to you. There are 2 or 3 topics, so we can go for any topic. I will try
All
to
right.
speak.
No, no, absolutely. The topic that we
But
have for the day is sorry, were you saying
yeah,
something?
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
No, were you saying something?
Yeah, I was asking about you. Like, where are you from?
I'm from Delhi.
Delhi. Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Where are you from? I'm not sure if I
I'm
got
from
where you're from.
I'm from Bihar, but
Oh, all right.
currently, yeah,
Yeah.
but currently I'm living in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, all right, all right, all right. Okay. So when did you move to Saudi Arabia?
It's been 3 years.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you visit home often?
No, I didn't visit. It's been 3 years, but I would like to visit after 1 year.
Uh, you wouldn't say I didn't visit it. You will say I haven't visited.
So, yeah, yeah,
Okay. Because we say didn't or did when we're talking about one incident. Here, you're
yeah.
not talking about an incident. You're talking about something that has happened or not
That's good.
happened, right?
Yeah. Mm.
Uh, all right. So, what are things that you like about living in Saudi Arabia? As somebody who's lived here for 3 years,
Yeah.
what are things that you like? What are the things other than your job that
You know,
have kept you here?
the culture and the society also, and the law of Saudi Arabia, it's very strict, and that is good. I would say.
Okay. Okay. So, our topic for the day, thanks for sharing that. Our topic for the day is the future. Is it something you're interested to talk about?
Future, yeah. Well,
All right. So, before we talk about future, let's talk about past. How do you think, um, and since you're living abroad and you've been in the country as well, so
mm,
I'll ask the question with a more global perspective.
okay.
How do you think societies have changed over the last 10 years?
Yeah. It has
How have
changed.
they changed?
Yeah, it has changed dramatically because
Okay.
earlier there was many things like we were not doing, and the people who were like our ancestors, they didn't have that kind of like that much knowledge as in this era we have. Like the generation has been changed totally
Uh-huh.
because we are living in fifth generation and we are using 5G and 6G. Earlier there was no 5G or 2G, there was no digital era, so it was difficult for them. Like if they had to travel any place or they had to go like by walk, it was very difficult for them, but they
Mhm.
were used to do, so they were doing, and you can say that it's totally changed from earlier to now.
All right. And what about people? Like you said, say for example, in Saudi Arabia, people don't really care for each other.
Mm.
I mean, they do not really interfere in each other's life.
Yeah,
How do you
yes,
think people and their interactions have changed over the last 10 years?
I don't know. I could not say how. Yeah, sorry, I
No,
cannot
no, you
say.
don't have to say
Um,
sorry. It's okay. Okay, let's go by how have you changed in the last 10 years?
thing I have changed. Yeah, definitely because when I was in India, so I didn't know also this no, this language, and apart from that, like I didn't have
Uh-huh.
this much knowledge as right now I have.
Yes.
So earlier, what I was studying, but apart from that, I was wasting my time with my friends playing, and just like that I was doing. But after when I came Saudi Arabia, so after coming to Saudi Arabia, I learned many things. I learned this language also and how to communicate with people. So I learned many things after coming to Saudi Arabia.
All right. Okay. That's wonderful. Now let's see, in terms of future, how do you think cities would change 50 years from now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I think it will be changed because as you know that this is the digital era, and
Mhm.
the digital era, like I would say that it will be totally changed. And right now, like you can see also, like the Elon Musk has created one car, like it's automatic car, so we don't need
Mhm.
to drive. So I think
Mhm.
after 50 years, like we will fly in the car, and that instead of flying with plane, we will
Mhm.
fly in car. We will go abroad by car, and like the plane will be for one planet to another planet. It will go for one planet to another planet, and like there will be many things that will be changed. Like in like we have seen robots in movie. I think it will be
Mhm.
very helpful for us,
Right.
and so I think so. Those kind of totally will be changed. I think.
All right. What about pollution? And because climate change is a global concern right
Mm.
now, how do you think that would change from 50 years from now? It could be good, bad, both, whatever, however you see it.
I cannot say right now that population like pollution because these days I have seen like in India like it's increasing day by day. Pollution are there are too much pollution.
Mhm.
I cannot say like it will increase or maybe it will decrease because I cannot say like this is the digital era and when I think so it will be decreased.
Oh,
But
you believe that pollution and
pollution will
climate change problems would decrease?
decrease maybe. I cannot say.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, in my
If you
perception.
have a very optimistic view of it, I'm not sure if I
Yeah,
share the optimistic.
maybe I think so. It may increase because as we are watching and we are seeing this is it's increasing. So maybe in the
Mhm.
future, like it will also increase, and the government should work on that thing.
Again, I mean, governments. I think it's about if governments want to work on it or not. And I think we've also reached a level.
Mm.
We've reached a stage where we're not sure if working towards it can also be helpful or not. A lot of
Yeah,
damage has already been done, which is
done.
irrevocable.
Yeah,
So yeah. All right. Okay. What about work culture? I think after the pandemic, something that happened, which nobody really imagined, was hybrid mode. People working from home permanently. So,
yeah.
do you see any? How was that for you to start with in the pandemic? Did you also work from home?
No, no. When the pandemic, in the pandemic, I was in Saudi Arabia, so I was working here, so I didn't
Uh-huh.
work from home.
Okay. Was the COVID situation not severe in the Saudi?
No, like I was going
Okay, that's
to
good.
my office, yeah, and I was working in the pandemic
All
also.
right. All right. Okay. Um, that is great. Now, how do you think the work culture would change 50 years from now?
Yeah, definitely it will change because people want to work from home, and definitely people work from home because you know that I have told also because of digital era and we are using internet and we are working on the platform like internet. So I think so after 50 years it will be digitalized and at that time, like we will not go any shopping, like for shopping we will shop on the internet, and I think there will be not any
Mhm.
market like so.
Oh, you you
Stock
you
market,
you imagine markets not being there anymore?
I think so, because they will we can purchase from online. So
All right, okay.
yeah,
And what else? Are there any more changes that you see happening in the 50 years?
I think yeah, I have told like going to be changed, divided, changing, and maybe it will change. I think so.
Where do you see? Okay, where do you see yourself 50 years from now?
I cannot say right now because after 50 years we will be alive or not. It's depend. We cannot say right now, like after 50 years.
All right, okay. Yeah, I mean,
I cannot
that's why it's
imagine.
so funny, right? Because usually people are like, where do you see 5 years? Where do you see
Yeah,
yourself 5 years from now? Let's go for 50. Why not?
too long.
All right, okay. Um, all right, I think that's it. I'd like to take your questions maybe because we're also nearing the end of the session. Anything that you want to ask, that you want to understand better from me?
Yeah, please let me know, right? How am I speaking? Like I do any grammar mistake or any kind of
Not
mistake?
really, no, no. Throughout the session that we were speaking, I was trying to identify any pattern of mistake or any mistake for that matter.
Mm,
There wasn't any mistake in particular that I could point out, right? There was no grammar issue. The sentences were also fine. I think you did not probably like the topic a lot, which
mm,
probably restrained you from speaking as much as you could have.
yeah, you can say.
Um, right, that
Mm,
happened.
mm,
For that, I think I would suggest you, if you ever feel that a topic is restricting your potential to speak, it is
mm.
not allowing you to speak as much as you can, always communicate, always intimate it to the tutor, let them know so that you can change the topic. Because I felt that you weren't able to talk a lot about the topic for whatever reason, for
And,
multiple reasons, I believe.
and sometimes it also happen like lack of knowledge. Like if we don't have knowledge about that topic, so we are not
Yeah,
able to speak like that.
absolutely. Sometimes also just a lack of mood,
Mm,
like certain topics are good, you can talk about them, but sometimes you just don't feel like contributing to the conversation.
yeah,
So it could also have been that,
mm,
but from whatever you spoke, there was no mistake that I could have identified and corrected you for.
mm,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Okay, anything else that you want to ask, that you want to
Okay.
know from me?
So how long have you been working on the Clapingo?
I will be completing 2 years in a few months.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah, it's wonderful, it's
Yeah,
been great.
apart from that, are you also doing another job or only you are depend on?
Oh, no, no. Clapingo is my freelance. It's a freelance service that I provide.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm in process of finishing my masters.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
I'm doing my masters in psychology. So, uh, yeah, that.
That's amazing, right? You are also doing hard work, I can say. One side
I
you are
mean,
taking.
everybody is who is not working hard. Everybody is working
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
And,
Of
yeah,
course. Even if I
right.
don't have that much time, I work for 9 hours, and apart from that, I have to cook also, and like there are
Everybody.
many work. So,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
still, I have.
not just us, not just us. Even let's say, for instance, laborers, daily wage earners, they're also working hard. I think everybody works hard. So,
Yeah,
except a few people, but I think mostly everybody works hard.
mostly, yeah, mostly I have found also like they are working.
Yeah, yeah. All right then. Okay, I think I had a lovely conversation with you. It was wonderful meeting you. Have a great day ahead.
So much, and have a great day
Bye.
too.
Bye.